Hello, hello. We are live in the Esthetician Marketing Club and it is Tuesday. That means it's Spa Biz Tip Tuesday. So I'm excited for our topic today. It seems to come up quite frequently actually. So time management and really getting down to business with that. So I know there were several people that wanted to come on live. So I'm going to give everyone just a couple of minutes, not too long, a couple of minutes, and then we're going to get started. I hope you had a great weekend, a great Easter weekend, and all right, let's just see how it's showing up here. Perfect. All right. So time management, gosh. Hello, hello. When you come on, please comment in the box and say hello and where you're from, and so I can kind of get to know everyone in the group. That would be lovely. But I'm Maxine Drake. I'm a coach and consultant for spa professionals, primarily estheticians, and I'm the founder of the Esthetician Business Academy. It's my pleasure to come on live every Tuesday for Spa Biz Tip Tuesday, where I just offer, just some free content to give back to the community. Hey, Monica. I know where you're from. I'm looking forward to coming to Madison, Wisconsin when am I coming? August. I had to think about that. Sometimes I have to look at my own event page to be like, where am I going? What am I doing? So I like this topic because it really is kind of a cornerstone for us as entrepreneurs. So I'd like to just maybe open up the discussion with, what's really the issue? What's going on with you, Monica, since you're on? Where do you struggle with the time management? And I'll give you a couple seconds to write in the comment box. But, just some really interesting statistics to share, and that is, the average entrepreneur spends about 9 hours a day working. I'm sure we can all relate to that. But what's interesting is that we are wasting as entrepreneurs 3.4 hours a day in distraction. We live in such a noisy world. We are, connected to our cell phones, connected to social media, connected to, our email, all these things in the digital world, and it's very distracting. It's very noisy. So I want to, it's a question to say, is this really a time management problem or is it a focus problem? And 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say that it's a focus problem. And let me know if you agree. Send me some likes if you agree with that, because we live in such a distracted world. So how do we fix that? What do we do? But the thing is that if we're checking our phone every 11 minutes, I read a study on that. Holy cow. Every 11 minutes, we're checking our phone, we're checking our Twitter, we're checking our Facebook, we're checking our Instagram, who texted us, who emailed us, who wants us. And it's no wonder that we can't, work on a task at hand or something important in our business that's actually going to move the needle. So Monica says, I gotta put on my glasses. Monica says, staying focused when I'm not in the office. I get lost in email, Facebook, Netflix, etc. And I feel like it's procrastination. Thank you so much for your honesty. And you hit the nail on the head. Because what if all of, you hit the nail on the head. Whenever I'm talking to everyone is so busy. I almost go, okay, we all have stuff, we all have a life, we all have things going on. But are we doing, in this busyness, are we doing the things in our business that's actually going to bring us closer to our goals, or are we working on the little things that may seem productive, but they're not really, because they're not tied to our end goal? I hope that makes sense. Catherine Barrel, hello so much. Hello from from Michigan. So I really like to ask you, is this a focus problem? How do we fix that? You know? And so just kind of, I took some great notes. I love this topic. I love teaching on this topic. This actually comes up in my workshops as well. But the thing is that we also, as estheticians, we tend to avoid the things that we're not good at. And so when I hear things like, Maxine, I need to be working on my business plan, I need to be working on my marketing calendar, I need to be blogging, I need to be, all these things that are going to move the needle on our business, we're not making the time to do because we tend to avoid the things that we don't like. I know this because I've done it too. And so it's human nature. We have this war with the distraction with technology because that is it's like a fight again. I'll even admit that, sometimes in the morning I have to post things in my group. So I'll post things in here, I'll post things in my paid membership group, and I'll get on Facebook to be one-pointed, to be like, okay, I have to post these things. And it's really a challenge to be and to keep that focus, to say, oh, what's going on over here on Facebook, and who, like all this other chatter. It's very easy to slip into it. And so, I catch myself all the time, but every day I get better at it. Every day I get better at the distractions. So, do you find that that's true for you too, that you maybe are avoiding the things that you're not good at in business, and so they end up just getting put on the back burner, and we just avoid them? Brooke just posted, I think it was a couple weeks ago, that great video on time management and procrastination. It was funny. It was a TED Talk. So definitely scroll down and watch that video, because it really is, it boils down to what? Like if we're procrastinating, or if we're avoiding, or if we're doing these things that keep us busy being busy, is it really our fear stepping up? And we kind of got to be honest with ourselves with that and go, okay, well, what am I afraid of? And, a lot of times, or one of the biggest things that I see, and please tell me if you can relate, is that, perfection is a real killer. And I talked to so many estheticians, even last week, either opening up for the first time, or revamping their website. I know someone who has been working on their website for 2.5 years. It's not up, right? So we keep, that perfectionism. I say the P in perfectionism is poison, because it really holds us back from doing the things and working on the things that we need to be working on. So we really want to do a little check-in there to go, okay, because here's the truth. The best entrepreneurs will prototype and then iterate what they're working on. Prototype and then iterate it. Get a blueprint up and then let's tweak it. We can't be hung up on this perfectionism thing, and even when it pertains to working on our business, which is usually the problem. So I asked earlier, and thank you, Monica, for answering. But what is your problem, or your challenge with time management? Is it really is it a scheduling problem, or is it an avoidance problem? And I think we got to get really honest with ourselves there. I always say, with better awareness allows for better decisions, and better decisions brings a better outcome. And that's really the truth. So awareness is always going to be the first step. But then we have to look at scheduling, And I definitely am going to give you only one action step today, because I figured, this is a time management little segment here. So I'm not going to give you a whole slew of things to do, because it's going to feel overwhelming. But tell me what's going on your end. We have a few people on, and Oh, Monica also says yes in avoidance. Thank you. Thank you so much for being honest, because I think it's really important to be honest where we're hung up and where we're really falling down on this. And Catherine says it's scheduling for me. I can only share what I do for myself and what I coach most of my estheticians to do that work closely with me. And that is to, do some strategic time blocking and schedule in the time to work on your business. And we have to put it in the calendar. I've said it before. And what gets scheduled gets done, and it's really the truth. Are we really putting it in our calendar? I'm going to work 3 hours on my business. I'm going to work on my marketing plan. I'm going to work on my spreadsheet. I'm going to, compare numbers, for the month of how I'm doing. Those are really. That's a really big question. So I invite you to put that time on your calendar. We get so caught up with taking the client, and then it becomes about the transaction, because now we have an extra $150, in our, or whatever, and we allow people to impede upon our schedule. So it really needs to be that non-negotiable appointment with yourself that you're scheduling on your books that is for the growth of your business. And then here's the tricky part, because we can schedule it, right? And then what happens? Well, other things creep in. Oh, I have to do this, or this comes up, and next thing you know, our admin day, or our day that we schedule to work on our business is, it's the time has passed and the day is gone, And so I also believe in getting up early morning, but that's not really what this is about. It's really about putting that time on the calendar and scheduling it out. And we really want to focus that time when we are scheduling it out on those important things for our business. And that includes pulling out the spreadsheets. That includes working on our marketing plan. That includes devising a schedule for our live stream, devising a schedule for blogging. All of the things that are going to generate awareness of your business, and also, create more followers, more prospects. There's lots of things to be working on, and we're not going to go into that. I just want you to schedule it. But here's my challenge for you. I'm just going to give you one challenge, and I really want to invite you to schedule, even if it's a half a day, on your calendar to work on the admin stuff, to work on the business, and I want you to just work 90 minutes straight. And I want you to try to work 90 minutes straight with no distractions. And that means closing out all the other tabs on your computer. That means turning off your phone, like all notifications on your phone are off. A lot of times when I'm working on my big projects, I will put my phone in do not disturb. If I'm in a super creative mode where I'm writing, that distraction is going to pull me out of my whole creativity. I'm going to be like, oh, that ding or bing or whatever. And then it's going to take, another 15 minutes or so. There's actually science behind that, to actually get back into the groove of whatever project you are working on. And then I want you to be honest in that 90 minutes. Tell me if this sounds good to you so far. In that 90 minutes, that's it. Just 90 minutes, an hour and a half. Work on the things, or work on 1 or 2 or 3 things that are going to make the biggest impact in your bottom line. That's my challenge for you for this week. But let's see what's going on here. Let me see if I can view some. I saw a bunch of comments come up. La 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 la. Got to refresh my page here. Stand by. And oh, good. We're not having technical problems. I love it. I feel like I've deflected all of that. So even though Mercury is in retrograde, we're not going to have any issues. I've decided that before we got on live stream today. All right. So Catherine says time blocking. I'm working on that, but I too lose my focus depending on where I happen to be working, at that time. And it happens to the best of us, And Candace is like, LOL. But it's true. I mean, the big thing is to not beat ourselves up after the fact. You know what I mean? So let's see if I can see. Did I speak too soon about the Mercury retrograde? I think I did. All right. Here we go. I want to see some of these comments. Hey, Candace, I'm so glad you're here. Let's see. Candace says, I keep deleting my time blocking appointments. Yeah, it's got to be that non-negotiable appointment. This is where we're falling down. It's time to step up and be be esthetician bosses. I'm going to steal that. I think I saw Dasha from Cyan post that. I'm like, esthetician bosses. I love it. We have to step up and make the time to be working on the things. A lot of it is, follow up. A lot of it could be, phone calling, contacting clients, but there's plenty of things that we could be doing, working on our business that are moving the needle. And so, yeah. So let's see if we can do it. Do you think you could commit to just 90 minutes where you're just shutting everything down? You're going to be like, okay, I'm going to try this for 90 minutes, because what happens is this distracting thing, it's becoming like an addiction. We're really addicted to technology, and we're really addicted to, we're just, I don't know, we're like squirrel, I feel like my dog, you know what I mean? And so, we have to be the ones to take control and say, no, darn it, I care about my business too much. I want it to grow. I know I need this. I keep avoiding it. I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to stop it now. And this is my week. We're into second quarter. This is a good time to put strategic time blocking on your schedule, and let's just do it. So, any other questions, or or struggles, or concerns, or ideas? Does anybody have anything to share about? Let's see. What is Let's see. Oh, it's still the same one. Oops. Catherine Barrel says, I can commit to 90 minutes. Yes, like a dog with a squirrel. That is my problem. I know. I feel you. I feel you. We all are kind of in the same boat because we all have the same technology surrounding us. But literally, when I taught that at my workshop about the statistics behind distractions, that's when I was like, that's it. I am not going to be that person. I am not going to be that entrepreneur. I am going to take control of when I want to look at Facebook. It's not going to be dictated by the ding, ping, zing. It's just not. And so it's kind of freeing because you're taking charge with that, and I like doing the low energy things. I really like working on the core things in my business that are going to definitely move the needle, in the early morning hours. And I'll save all the low energy stuff for, later in the day, where it doesn't require as much creativity or energy, so that's something else to think about as well. So, so there you have it. I hope this was helpful for you today. I know it definitely circles back around every now and then about time management, and it's just a practice like anything else, Hey, Angel. You answered? Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Monica. I so appreciate you guys. And, this is like one little thing. I always say, for us as entrepreneurs, that we have to protect two major things. And that is our energy. And I'm really learning about that. I'm a new student in Reiki. We have to protect our energy, and we have to protect our focus. We have to keep our focus. And those two things, if we could really master those two things, a lot of the other stuff with business planning and all that other stuff will come so much more easier. Catherine Barrell says, it was helpful. I need to be reminded about how to best manage our business time. And that's really it, So let's start, liking the things too, I don't know. I got over some humps myself, and one of mine was blogging. That was a couple of years ago. We just have to baby step into these improvements. And that's another thing that I talk about, in my workshop. It's about, success and really moving the needle on your business is more about the daily improvements than anything else. Because those small daily improvements over time will lead to remarkable results in your business. It's just slow and steady, right? The people that stay in the game the longest win the race. Not the people that give up, and not the people, and that's not going to be you. So that's my segment on time management for today. And I thought just that one thing that I thought would be very simple to do, and that is to schedule 90 minutes on your schedule and eliminate those distractions, and definitely share your wins in here, because I really want to hear. I want to hear how you're doing, and it's important. I want to hear the feedback. So thank you so much for tuning in to Spa Business Tip Tuesday, and have a beautiful, productive rest of the week. And we'll catch you in the groups. Okay, take care. Bye.